Hey Virgo, happy full moon in Aries, honey. It's my Melbourne sweater. I was living in Melbourne. I bought it at H&M. And it's like my version of just being rugged up and staying home. It's good stuff. So today we are talking about the full moon that we have coming up in Aries, right over here in your 8th house of transformation, death, rebirth. It's a Phoenix run house, and it's normally run by Scorpio. So you got the double Mars, but it's Pluto energy as well. So this chart reading is for Virgo rising, but these readings can always be watched by Virgo sun as well as a Virgo moon to get the vibrations of it. So like the title of the video states, I'd love to, just plant a seed for a little bit of a walking meditation for you of the barter system. When the world goes to a lack-free society, or if this is not your language, we'll just paint a picture. Everyone has infinite time, infinite money. Like you can just go to a little microwave style box, like very Star Trek, into your house and just be like, do, millions of dollars, please. And it comes out and everyone has access to that. So it's not so much like everyone's just bougie, everyone's decadent, everyone has everything that they need. So there's no lack. What do you bring to town? What do you barter with? What do you, are you a farmer? Are you a gardener? Are you a homeschooler? Are you an astrologer? Are you a healer? Are you a construction worker, an electrician? What is it that you want to do within the new world when it's barter system? And I just want to give a few, why is this about money for me, Sarah? Because we have the sun over here in your house of money and values and access to resources. We have Mars over here in this house, so it could be that things are coming in, things are happening in a good way. But we have the South Node over here as well. So that's a collective releasing of old, past life, very familiar patterns that really don't serve us anymore. The North Node is up here in our house of transformation, death, rebirth. We have Chiron retrograde, and we have the moon over here in Aries. So this is basically this access, the money access, the values access to resources. Friends are resources, people are resources, communities are resources. All different things are happening over here. We have Lilith at the very last few degrees of Leo over here, about to go into your sign. I have an entire video on Lilith, so definitely go check that one out. And we have Venus in your house of soul purpose and healings and closures and coming home. And, all summer or winter, depending on what hemisphere you're in, we had a Venus retrograde. So we were, revisiting all of our values and reworking all of our values. But for you, Virgo rising, this was about what is my purpose? I know I have daily tasks. Your house is normally the 6th house is run by Virgo. Everyday life, practical service. You're happy to do the little tasks if it gets the harvest going. You're okay with that. You're okay weeding the garden. You're fine with all of those things. That's just built in. But right now, what you are revisiting, aside from values, was, why am I here? Why did my soul come here? And it's a little bit more powerful for you. We have Mercury in your house right now as well. So your dreams must be popping off. Your downloads must be popping off. I want you to kind of use that Mercury run you, that mutable earth energy, to kind of weed through the guk a little. We know we're in the middle of the demolition of the old 3D world, these constructs, these very safe structures that our human brains can be okay, no, time equals money, so I've got it. This equals this, so I got it. But with the South Node over here, I just find that to be powerful for you, Virgo. I find it to be we've been talking about incorporating the woo-woo into your everyday life very, very intrinsically. But if you know that, it's you, and I love you, so please don't take what my guides are telling me and what I'm about to say as rude, because it's coming through for you. But why are you trying to play God? Like, God is the only one who judges, and God doesn't judge. So why don't we, it's like the type of thing where you're like, yes, I know that energy and money and everything is infinite. I am energy, you are energy, money is energy. All I have to do is this, that, and I do my meditations and I do my stuff. But I'm not going to quit my day job. No. I know I have to take the leap of faith before the thing comes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut back. Like, I understand. I have an overstuffed second house natally, so I get it. It's either you're a multi-millionaire, billionaire entrepreneur, or you've been borderline homeless, or both. I'm keen for both. So there can be a little bit of an irrational practicality is what I'm hearing in my brain. Like, try to be irrationally impractical instead of irrationally practical. But my belly just grumbled on that one. That's interesting. So we're going to release old fears. There's definitely some father issues attached to this reading. I have a Papa Can You Hear Me, some father issue stuff, just like the father with a capital F, not like your daddy or something like that, but just look into some father issues and also some fear of success tucked into here. But really, like, we have all of these outer planets retrograde. I have Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde. The Chiron is, an asteroid planetary body retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, and Uranus retrograde. All on the side of your chart that's about relationships. Personal relationships, public relationships, all the things. Yeah, what do you have an abundance of? What do you bring to the table, Virgo? What do you have an abundance of? And how often are you offering that to your community or just to the world in your everyday life? Yeah, it's that Tony Robbins quote that I love, like, the secret to living is giving. Where does your cup runneth over, and you can preach or teach or guide or help or volunteer. Like, there are many little things that you can do just because you have such an abundance of that, an abundance of knowledge, an abundance of compassion, an abundance of food, maybe. Like, there are things that you can do with your access to resources that you can share with the group. Or maybe there's a partnership that's coming. Yeah, some of y'all are creating some new communities. I know that that's over here, but some of you, I don't know. Some of you are really creating some new communities, lifestyles. So give what you have, ask for what you need, but look at when no one is needing, and we're in the Aquarian run world, which is, scripted. It's prophesized. It's built into the astrology. Pluto's going into Aquarius. Like, that is the way of the world. So don't get stuck in the gawk. Look to the future and what you already bring to that table. Not, I need a new thing, I need a new education, we talked about, I think it was you, no, I might have been Capricorn talking about addictions to betterment and things like that, but I would really love for you to look, like, you are so gifted, Virgo. So what do you already have in your toolbox that you can offer to your immediate flock, community, team, family, whatever it may be? Do it now. Do it now. Or, yeah. Release and highlight some fears. And don't sign on to things that don't feel aligned. Please. Like, really check in with your gut before you sign anything. Anything. I know Mercury is direct. I get that. I get this. Or have someone check your contracts. There's just too much outer planet demolition going on for me to feel as though what you're going, I just don't want you to get had, So And as always, my email address is listed below. Reach out directly for a personalized one-on-one session, and we can unpack whatever it is that you're going through, and we can pull up your individual chart, your individual natal chart, and see what planets are really activating your individual chart. As although we're going off of the Virgo rising chart, you have all of these planets somewhere in this collection. Your natal sun, your natal moon, your natal Mercury, your natal Jupiter. So we can look at what your planets are doing and how the transiting planets are activating that. So I love you, Virgo. Thank you for being here. We are going to have the eclipses for you. Oh, in this axis. Yeah, eclipse will be over here and then over here. Yes, barter system, imposter syndrome. No one is judging you as harshly as you're judging yourself. Just know that.